Hold
that's
on,
what
hold
it
on.
is.
Let me try my camera. Hold on.
Because then he ain't the only one.
He ain't the only one, but
Oh hell no, but
he's the
long shot.
reason why we
Okay,
talking
so
about it,
let's
right?
just let's get to that. We know that it's a reason why his shit is leaking out like that. They
Right.
trying to. We get it. We see the big picture, whatever, bro. But why
So
is his leaking, right? But
in
reference
my
tracks. Go ahead, Shay.
in my world, right, how I see it, right, we have to provide context to other artists who use to be able to balance out their opinion. Otherwise, when we mention it, the public is going to jump down the we on the Drake narrative, or it's just the Drake narrative is how they're going to apply it. I think that supplying information like Nicki's, like Wayne's with Gilly the Kid allegations,
Right,
like
reference
it's
tracks.
a lot of allegations out there. It's just not niggas with reference tracks. I mean, this may be a new level of doing it, but Gilly the Kid was saying he was writing for Wayne. He just didn't provide reference tracks.
That's in what form? See, that's the form that it was being done. They were better than that. But I think the term that people don't like is ghostwriting. Being a ghostwriter. I don't think people
Mm.
Yeah,
like ghostwriting. When you
that
say
sound bad.
writing, ghosting anybody is negative. Ghost
Mm-hmm.
means death. So why are you ghosting them? That's the question. So if we accept that we have people that are writers, like at this point, for us, we're that. We understand, like, hey, bro, we probably don't really want to do everything like that and play the industry game like that. Maybe we do. We could if we want to, but maybe we want someone else to do that. You get we all
Yeah.
understand what I'm saying, right? So when we do the footwork, we gonna let them do the footwork rather, and we're doing behind the scenes and writing. Is that we can't be against that though, right? Because I called Shay talking about the Cardi song that I love, and I'm cool. I already know Cardi ain't writing no bars like that. I don't know what she's doing, but the final product, I love
It's a
Yeah.
hit.
it. I love it, bro. It's dope.
I,
Keep
I
bringing it.
think
So
I
go ahead,
think the
Shay.
rooms that hit records are decided upon in right, voted
Mm-hmm.
on through labels and industry, figures and everything like that. I think that they don't. It's not based in how many folk was in the yoke. You know what I'm saying? Like they're only gonna
Mm-hmm.
stamp, push, approve a
Mm-hmm.
hit record. A hit record is subjective. And I don't even. I don't even think it's subjective. I think it's math to
It takes a
where
team. Go ahead, Shay. I mean,
it
didn't cut
takes
you
a
out, Shay. It
team,
takes a
bro.
team, though.
No, you
Right?
good. You good.
Yeah.
I mean, because folk don't even understand. Like on DJ Khaled, shit, he's gonna be listed as a composer.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Composers and
Mm-hmm.
writers in the credits as an
That
artist
guy.
myself,
That
it
guy
don't
and that
always equate to who wrote on it.
Shay, that guy in that star hat. I'm pointing at him. He understands that guy's code. He is
Exactly.
that. He can do
Yes,
that.
sir.
He can do that to make an album for people. You know what I'm saying? I can't, production wise, we can do it. We did it.
Yep.
I've seen
Big
the
facts.
product be like, hey, bro, I know what to do. Dude,
Mm-hmm.
I love it when
Mm-hmm.
you understand it. But I think people get a little disappointed when like, he didn't write that. They think of things like in the essence of hip hop with everything. And it's so much bigger than that now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? What you got, Sanchez? I'm talking about you on that though, right? You understand the whole. I
Yeah.
could give you one of them Johnny girls at the alley, and you can make her right a sexy
Yeah.
red type artist. You can do that.
Definitely.
I know, right? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So right, that's dope. So how you feel about that?
Um, man, I mean it's the norm now in the industry, bro. Like people would
Mm-hmm.
be surprised how many people have ghostwriters. Like that's just
Mm-hmm.
some normal shit. Like I
Mm-hmm.
saw a video on IG earlier today where they were saying like the music industry ain't even about talent no more. It's a
Mm-mm.
popularity contest.
Mm-hmm. Pop,
Facts.
So
pop,
with that, yeah,
right,
pop.
popping.
I get what you pop, Drake. I know where you get that with that shit.
Right,
I know
right.
you.
I'm just saying he's king of hip hop though, but it's cool.
Yeah,
It's cool though. We need that. We gotta
yeah,
understand that's
that's true.
good. That's good. That's the goal.
It's pushing the
So
genre.
So
Yeah.
yeah,
Right.
you know what I'm saying? It's a popularity contest, so
Mm-hmm.
I get it, bro. And from what I heard from the reference track, yeah, he emulated what was on the reference track pretty well, but he enhanced that shit though. Like
I
he took that shit to a whole nother
well,
level from what I heard.
I don't want to pick on. I ain't picking on Obbs on it though. I wasn't just talking about him on it, but You know, because we get it, but go,
Yeah.
we get into
I mean,
it.
I just wanted to say that because, man,
Right.
cause like, yeah, okay, it's a reference track. So what? And like they've been doing this shit for the longest, bro. So it's like they trying to sabotage me. And I'm not trying to take up for the man, bro. You know, for
Yes, you
everybody out there,
are.
I'm not trying to take up for the man, but
But
that's
they
just the
hateful.
process. That's the process of the music
Right,
industry
right.
nowadays,
It's the
bro.
process, bro.
Like, go ahead.
No, bro. Respectfully, go ahead, bro. I'm sorry.
Cause like Kanye one of the biggest artists
He
ever,
did.
bro.
He started that. He started the
Yeah,
machine in rap music, which
right.
helped us. That's how we got to this point. Ye moved,
Exactly.
switched the needle, man. He did it. You can't
So,
deny
you
it.
know, I mean, it takes that sometimes. You might
Mhm.
like you might have the vision, but it don't hurt for somebody to pick that paintbrush up and, you know, add a little detail to it and
Mm-hmm.
help you turn it into a masterpiece. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Art is art at the end of the
Man,
day.
for real. I'm not gonna deny that. Now I don't want you writing my verse. I'm letting Nom to. I know you got something to say, but I don't want you touching my verse. That's personal to me. That's me.
Mm-hmm.
But there's
Yeah.
no way I'm denying any help from y'all, any of y'all. If I'm in
Hell
there
yeah.
and y'all tell me, hey, Holly, you probably need to take a word out, you kind of any of that, and vice versa, as
I'm
us in
taking it.
there, that's what I'm taking. I ain't gonna be like, man, you don't know what you're talking about, bro. Leave me
but we
alone.
not even talking about word. We talking about bending flows. We talking
But
about
it's
saying
a
the
lot on
saying the
that.
shit.
But we've done
Cadences and
so
shit.
much stuff that I could start a cadence off, or none may start a cadence off on the song, and that's what we
Yeah,
doing. We chopping.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't
yeah,
biting
for
them. I'm writing my
sure,
ball. I'm gonna feel it,
What's up,
but
buddy?
for
still, like that's
sure.
a skill.
What's
Like
up,
I know you know.
youngin?
Yeah.
What's up, bro?
Hey, so, yeah. So you know what I'm saying. So I feel like we understand it though. I think that's why it's so
Yeah,
good for these type of shows for
yeah,
people that we got to talk about it. That ain't easy. Even if a nom came with that cadence, to
Right.
back him up behind it and come hard. That ain't easy. What you got to say though? No.
So yeah, like same thing though. So it's been times I've been in the studio where I've been in the studio with an artist that I know can't compare to me lyrically, but they
Mm-hmm.
bring a different element that I could use on the song. And
Mm-hmm.
like you said, I didn't had people, man, give me hooks like that I know can't rap better than me, but give me a hook that sound better than anything I could think of, and I take that and run with it. And then it's like hip hop, rap music is the only genre that doesn't accept writers.
yep.
We the only ones that
Crazy.
don't
Well,
accept writers for the
yeah.
history of music. Like if you date back all the way to the 40s and 50s and early R&B and all that, man, people been writing. Just
True.
because, I mean, you got people that can write but can't perform.
Yep.
And
They may
vice
Like,
have.
what's
versa.
Hey,
wrong with
well,
it?
hold on. Let me say this another day. I would say this too. Well, if you a dope writer, but you got stage fright.
Exactly.
Like
Oh
That's
I
all
yeah,
it
said,
it's like
is.
that
like
though. I
right,
know
right.
people.
What about that? You got anxiety. You're
That's
not
why
Yeah,
you
gonna
got,
make it as a
hey,
rapper.
look, that's why you got people that direct movies and people that act in movies.
Acting movie.
right.
They know what to write, but they like, I'm not an actor.
I can't perform this.
facts.
Can't
I
perform
can't
this.
bring it to life.
And he
Hey
can't write
man,
it. Brad Pitt
You
can't
can't
write
bring
it.
it to life.
Right.
bro.
I need come on now. We making art here. See, we gotta
Yeah.
say it, but here's the thing too, I want to say. I think we gotta bring more respect to the writers and mute
Okay.
and rap.
Yeah, yeah.
We don't
100%.
Yeah.
that's like it's people want to hide them. It's like we're
Hmm.
ashamed of
Yeah.
them. Shame on you for having a writer. No, we ain't gonna do that. We're not gonna shame them. Let's bring it. Let's bring it. Remember, like we had producers, and then everybody was like,
Uh-huh.
"Man, he ghosted me. I
Uh-huh.
made the beat. He didn't do anything to it. I laid the drums on it. He came up with the beat." Then you have beat makers and you have
Hmm.
producers when they split it up. So now you got MCs, which is people don't even know what that means. Master of ceremonies, right?
Mm-hmm.
He might
Hmm.
not have to write.
Yeah.
You have writers
Mm-hmm.
you have MCs. I know people had the term thinking like you're not an MC if you're not a writer. I know the history of it, but the true meaning of it doesn't mean that you have to write. You control the party with the microphone. It
Man,
Fact.
ain't nothing about
I done,
writing it. Like, go
I
ahead,
done
bro.
had hooks like hooks on songs that I done wrote and dropped and they was straight and I left it like just say for example I left it with ADG
Mm-hmm.
and he go and mix it and he hears something and then when I come back he didn't, man, put some ad libs or added
What
something
I'm
to it, just
saying.
made it cold. You
I
know
know,
what I'm
yes, him. Yeah, you know he do that. That's why I said you
saying?
can't say nothing about that, bro. You're gonna be like, you did that. I walked in, he come on. I was like, man, what you gonna say? Take that off? Or
No,
you
you
gonna be
not.
like, give him his
That's
credit
it
on
right
the
there, bro. Hell
right,
yeah.
give him his credit, like, yeah, go and put him on there on the credits. Let him get his credit because I need
Get
that
on
on
there,
my
oh.
right, because I ain't taking it off. I want
Mm-mm.
the best product I can make.
That you can make, right?
Bro, I got a partner of mine, Flo, so man, shout out Flo. He sing, he write his own shit, no problem at all, no questions asked, any day of the week. But when I had a concept for a track that I wanted to work on with him, I was pulling from Genuine. What's so different? You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? So
Yeah.
I wanted him to bounce that cadence, but I gave him the words, the layout, the landscape to be able to
Hmm.
understand how I wanted him to word it for
Hmm.
that cadence to make sense throughout the hook for him.
Yeah.
Right.
He went exactly with that layout. You feel me? So in
Right.
that case, I done provided him a reference track. I wrote the bars. I'm a ghostwriter, but it's none of that. I wanted quality for what I
Yeah,
wanted
yeah.
for
But
me.
how else would you get that project to understand like who like let's say with Kendrick and Gaga?
Mm-hmm.
I think Kendrick wrote that, right? Or I'm thinking the chorus, don't kill my vibe. That sounds like what you did, Shay, right then and there,
Mm-hmm.
and giving it to
Mm-hmm.
a Gaga, and because you can hear him in the background, she just came
Mm-hmm.
over, overlaid his vocals, right? Because he
Mm-hmm.
said the chorus in the same way, he's like, but this is how I want it, and I
Right.
need you to say it like this. But
Right.
even if you weren't on it, give him in that cadence, it's like I wrote it. But how else would that the person on the chorus know what to do, bro? I got an R&B singer on the chorus. You don't know
Right.
what my
Right.
song's about
Right.
or what I need him to do. So it's gotta for you to get that dope product, y'all gotta understand that there's certain steps to it that's gonna say
Yeah.
give writers credit for it. But you gotta be around this. A lot of people ain't been in the element like that.
And
It
I
seems.
think that folks not aware of the blurred line, bro. Like the blurred line occurred back in this last generation's inception when you had Kendrick drop the control verse, right? And it changed the dynamic of lyrics and hit makers. You feel what I'm saying? For
Mm-hmm.
a while,
Mm-hmm.
hit makers were Waka Flockas, and it exemplified everybody. It wasn't no bar to it. It was Flocka. It was Crime Mob. It was anybody who
Yep.
could drop
Yep.
some heavy shit that made people move. You feel me?
For the
But
club, right?
Right.
when K Dot and Drake and Cole and them came around, Drake and K Dot, Drake was more so walking in that vein of just making club shit, walking in the Nelly path, the Fresh Prince path. He was covering a lot of bases. He wanted to be Jay. He wanted to be Will Smith. He wanted to
He
be Nelly.
did.
He wanted to be a lot of things. But
He did.
Kendrick,
He was too.
Kendrick more so put his foot down to let rappers know, hey, whatever y'all call yourself and whatever y'all doing, can't nobody out rap me with their control verse, right?
Right.
Yeah.
The line became blurred at that time of what we call successful rappers. Because Drake was making history making shit, K Dot was making classic albums.
Mm-hmm.
It clearly separated shit, right?
Right.
But over time, now where we would get to with my argument, right, for the beef, is substantiated off of who's the bigger artist. How do you quantify that if you can't count billboards? If you can't count, the same way Kendrick got 17 Grammys to Drake's 3, Drake got 5 billion billboards to Kendrick's.
Yeah. I mean,
You feel me?
That's Mike. That's where the Mike and Prince comparisons come in. And I
Right,
think that's, what I mean? Like Prince is artistic and great in his own way. And that's nothing alike. They should never
nothing
really
right,
be compared,
right,
really outside of being the opposites of each other in greatness.
right,
Right.
right,
And other than that, to battle for them, I'm happy they never battled. That would have been the
man.
dumbest battle in the world. Like,
What's wild is like Prince was in a minute beef with Rick James, bro, when he was opening up for Rick
now that
James,
makes sense
which is
though.
wild.
But Rick James versus Prince makes sense. Rick James
It
played every
does.
instrument just like Prince did.
Right,
Rick,
right.
Mm-hmm.
Rick James had a band. He was that was
Flamboyant,
similar.
glitter,
Right, there you go.
platforms.
They were competitive. Mike,
Right.
like, look, I ain't with y'all. That's how I see Drake and Kendrick. Like, I'm really not even in the same lane as you. Cause like,
Mm-hmm.
but I
Right.
mean, I get why they think I'm great and you're great. And
Right.
naturally, we're gonna compare the two. when they really
Right.
just like I told you, Drake is McDonald's. And I'm for real. And Kendrick is that local burger at
He
your
Dixie Queen.
yeah,
Yeah,
you get that real ground beef. It take a little longer now.
Right.
but it's worth it.
It's
But it's
worth it.
worth it. Right.